All right. We're back. Now, I'm going to be completely transparent. This one may be a relatively short stream. I have no clue. It really depends on how long immersive engineering takes us to get all the way through. Because we're really just looking at two things. We need to automate Eclipse Ember Fuel, and we need to get all the way through immersive engineering to get the Tesla coil. Those two things. That's all we have left. And then we basically from there just have to start worrying about the Runic Star Altar, getting the automatic Hephaestus forge set up, and getting all that going, which really should be pretty easy. I'm not too worried about that at all. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. I think we're in a really good spot, and we should probably be able to finish most everything up today. I do think I'm going to make a video on how to automate the ATM stars. So I may not do the forge on a stream. I haven't decided yet. We'll see. But either way, we've done a couple things since last time. And by a couple things, whoa, you're at a single FPS. Let it load everything in. This is basically all we've done. This right here is full automation for the Eclipse Ember coal. And what we've done is I let each of them run through till I had at least 300 of each coal type. To give a little showcase of how this works, if I take a coal block and I put it in here, it has a crafting card. Yo, what's up, Ash? How's it going? How are you? I watched your video this morning. It was really good. You made a long ways in 100 days. It was pretty impressive. But it takes the coal block and it places here. This automatically uses Sculpt Catalyst on the Shadow Pulse Q, which grows it automatically. This guy is set to break any of the coals. This guy picks them all up. And then I, for extra touch, added a Soul Surge to it to speed it all up a little bit. You could make it go even faster with like a time wand, but I find that that's a little unnecessary. On top of that, we also use one of these quantum crafters with 3 different patterns in it. Appreciate my guy. Honestly, wouldn't be possible without you. Hey, I'm so glad to hear that. That's awesome. Thank you. And it will auto-craft all of those coals from the previous versions as they get sucked in, and then we'll automatically export the blocks out to each of these placers. So you just get a whole ton of whatever the higher tier coals are. Now the problem with what I just did is that it turned it all into Eclipse Ember coal. All of the previous ones we had. So if we turn off that one, it will start building up the second tier. And then we can just tick accelerate and you'll notice it. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of Eclipse Ember because it made all of those. But we're going to start getting a whole bunch more of these Void Flames as well. And then once we're done with those, we'll get some of the... oh, what is it? The Blaze one. And then the other one. Anywho, that's the full automation for it and it's pretty cool. Yeah, you can just automate it. And it works perfectly too. And you can automate it all the way up to the Eclipse Ember one. So that's what we've done there. And then next up, we just have to do the automation to drop it into the fluid. So instead of block placers, we're going to be using fluid placers and fluid collectors. I think we're going to need... actually just one fluid collector because we're just going to be collecting the 4 refined. And then advanced fluid placer, I think we'll want 4 of. Go get some more ferrocore real quick. Where's our iron at? But overall, I think this automation for it's going to be incredibly simple. melt that. I didn't check. How much did it say I needed? All right. That should be plenty. Day 25. Working on a dark tank. Yes, that's exactly what we're doing. We have a lot already done. We just have to automate it actually dropping into the fluid. And then we're pretty much good to go. Okay, so just dire things. That one's almost built up enough. I need advanced droppers. Should be 4. Advanced fluid placers should probably also be 4. Of course, I'm missing more of that. I really, at some point, should have automated the basic just dire things materials. But I never did. And so now I'm left to suffer because of it. Hopefully that's enough. How are you, Alex? How's your day going? Yeah, the concept of what we're going to be doing here is basically exactly the same as the last thing we just built. Just going to grab some caps locks gray planks. We're going to take them. So that's going to go right there. That's going to be our empty spot. And this one will be... I need... Oh, no, that one's actually not going to be that. Let's go like that. That's the one I need to break. And then I'm going to place... Oh, the simple clicker, simple clicker, that guy. For me, I just keep it just dire things with tier stocks because crafting it when you need it is a bit annoying. I totally agree. 100%. That is exactly what I'm running into right now. Okay, so it needs to be right there, facing this ways. Then I need a shadow pulse goo. I don't know if I have already, but we can probably get... Make me one of those. I just made 4 bees for it. Yeah, that's exactly what I should do. However, the odds that I actually end up doing that... pretty low at this point. So this is set to target blocks, right click. In what direction? East. Target blocks, right click, east. East. Target blocks, right click. Faster than that. And then we will put Gold Catalyst in there. I do need that to go right on top. Next up, I need to grab all of my block breakers and advanced drop. Actually, I don't need any block breakers. I just need droppers and I think that's it. And then a fluid collector at the end. Well, maybe a fluid placer, advanced fluid placer for the first one. And then an advanced fluid. There's no way I ran out of celestial. Oh, I have them in my inventory. Okay. I was like, I literally just made them. There's our fluid placer for the initial. Fluid collector. Fluid collector. I saw it. Okay. So that should pick it up at the end, I think. I may be doing this totally wrong. We're going to find out. Advanced fluid placer. Go out one more. Go up one. And then go this way. So we're going to place fluids right there. And it should just have to place the first one, right? Because basically all I'm doing here, and then we're going to do the collector at the end, and then we'll do 4 droppers. I miscounted that terribly. I'm trying to do this all logically, so it all is like start with one, go to the next, end up with the last. Okay. So if I remember correctly, advanced fluid placer needs to place in water. So this is going to be water. Why is it not letting me drag in water? Does it have to be a bucket of water? Probably has to be a bucket of water. There's no bucket of water. Nope, there's not. All right, so let's go grab a bucket of water. Advanced sensors. So what I did last time didn't require me to have them. We're gonna see though. I know exactly what you're talking about. Because I saw just Direwolf do that. But from what I remember, you can actually set a whitelist in here and then it will just drop into this square if the fluid is the same as that, instead of having to send like a sensor to there. And then all you have to do is set the drop amount to 1 and then really delay it a little bit, so that way it's like not instant. Hopefully that makes sense. We'll see. And this may not work. I'll admit it, it may not. But I have a feeling it might. Universal power cables. Connect those. And then point. I have one already. I did have 2. Boom. Okay. But then I'll just have to export to these guys. Do these guys have power? Oh, I'm using an energy transmitter for those. That might be the better way to do this. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And I do think it'll be a lot simpler than having to do the redstone signal. But I'm not 100% sure that it'll work. So worst case, I can put the sensors on top still. Okay, so this one is going to just put water in. This guy is going to only activate for water. And then it's going to drop whatever it's given in, and I will give it... that's the one with the polymorphic catalyst, right? I'm gonna have to grab my ME stuff. ME cables. We're gonna go straight across the top. How am I supposed to do that? It's so annoying. Can I see this side of that? Of course I can. There we go. I'm gonna put a wireless connector there at the other end. Hello, do you know what the new update brought to the game? I didn't really understand the update log. Thank you. There was a change to how a lot of the difficulties are made. I know that. Outside of that, I didn't really see anything too important. But I haven't updated yet because I'm almost done on this version and I kind of just thinking I'm going to stick with it. Export buses. We're going to need like 5 of these. So this one's getting exported water. That one's getting something. Wish I could undo. Where's my wrench? You can pick things up, right? It's just a different crafting method. I have not tried it, so it'd be hard for me to say whether it was easier or harder. I just know like the soul lava bee just has like a different recipe. So that has water. It's getting a polymorphic catalyst. Could also use integrated dynamics to read which type of fluid block is in the space and then write a redstone signal to the correct dropper depending on what the fluid is. Yeah, you can. Again, I'm trying to see if this is like even easier than that though. So this Fluid placer should place water. Dropper is going to drop polymorphic catalyst onto the water. So the export bus needs to have polymorphic catalyst. And then I need to render the area. And this one's already correct, so we're going to turn that off. So right there, up 1, over 2. Nope. Over 1. Perfect. Then this one, render area. Correct. It just needs to go up 1. Turn off the render. Turn off the render. I'm going to turn this up to 40 as well. And we'll see. Hey, man, I built quantum computer with tutorial. It's 3 crafting storage normal. I think so. I think that's what it has by default. All right, thanks for that. Yeah, no problem. Let's see here. So that one's dropping polymorphic catalyst. This one's dropping whatever the first type of coal is, right? Primal coal. But it's only dropping it on polymorphic fluid. Polymorphic fluid gets the blaze ember. Okay, so blaze ember is first. So polymorphic fluid is what is going in this whitelist. Polymorphic fluid bucket goes right there. Then we export primal coal, and that drops it. It's not primal coal though. It needs, we just said it needed the blaze ember, right? Blaze ember to turn it into unrefined blaze fuel. So it gets this one. Then the unrefined blaze ember fuel becomes blaze ember fuel, which goes in here. What gets extracted to that? The void flame coal? This one. And then this guy, void flame fuel, bucket. And then I assume that the Eclipse Ember fuel goes in that, right? It does. Eclipse Ember fuel gets dropped into that. And then this guy is set to collect Eclipse Ember fuel. Bucket, sure. And does it need a stack of buckets to collect it or no? And then I can just import bus it back in. Hey man, no, we got that one already. We're good. Import bus. This guy. Then set that there. And that should pull everything back in. That's an allow list. Do these have allow deny? No. Okay. Do we think that'll work? I'm kind of 50-50 on it. I need to do 2 things though. I need a wireless connector. Be able to hook this guy up. Do that and that. However, when this starts, it will just start, I think. I may have to fly back up pretty quickly. We'll have to see. Come on, just let me in. Thank you. All right, I don't really know. We'll just put it there. Connect it up. Let's see what it does. The theoretic. Oh, went too far. Oh, I need to get the catalyst on this one too. We're just gonna do this. Right there. I need one more export bus. Export bus. One of those. And we're going to do skulk. Skulk. Catalyst. Right there. Should keep it full. I'm going to grab a whole bunch of acceleration cards. just so everything is nice and quick. Both importing and exporting. Okay. And then you are not set to export water yet for obvious reasons. Let's go at just make sure we got enough of that second coal. Why is it in all caps? Oh, it did export all of the coals, didn't it? Yeah, so that one's full, that one's full. And these are filling up. Okay, so I do need to put a crafting card on this guy. I think, so that way it keeps making the polymorphic catalyst for me. Should work, right? Unless I don't have a recipe for it, which is probably the issue. Pattern encoding for a polymorphic catalyst. Nether wart, blaze gold. Code pattern. And then I'm going to need to make a whole bunch of blaze gold real quick. Actually, I'm just going to throw this in here. And then I still do need to make blaze gold. Gold. Grab several stacks of this real quick. 3, 4. Speed it up just a touch. How do you use Runic Altar to craft Patrick's Star? It's pretty simple. Basically, you're just throwing all of the ingredients into it, and it just does the rest. Like, that is probably a little bit oversimplified, but at its core, that's really what's happening. I think getting the Runic Altar actually built with enough power that it can do what it needs to do is the more difficult part. I need a Sculpt Catalyst or something. Grab one of those. Throw it in there. Speed it up just a touch. Oh, you can make a manual place for the just tire things. Yeah, I could. The problem is I'm literally almost done. Oh, it's already done. How expensive is a blaze gold bee? Blaze gold bee is a normal gold bee that has been fed stuff. How hard is a gold bee to make again? I can just go get it from the nether. Okay, so give me that. We're gonna actually do this real quick. Because I do actually want all of this automated. I'm pretty sure there's a nest in here. And if there's not, I'll just make a nest. Quartz, I don't remember which one it spawns on. Blaze gold. Gold bee, bee spawning, nether gold nest. Just a diamond sword with nether gold ore. Silk touch. Nope, I've got it on me. Let's find just a piece of some nether gold ore real quick. Grab a bunch of it. And then gold. Gold ore. That right there is what we want. So then the question becomes, what do we feed it? But I can only assume it's gold. Gold ingots, got it. And then speed that up, and then also I need bee cages. Bee cage. Grab those, and then I just dropped the... Oh, what is it called? Blaze Bloom goo that I need to actually use on said bee. Got him. Automatically crafting the ATM star sounded kind of impossible. Yeah, you definitely can. It's a more in-depth process than most other automated craftings are, but it is certainly possible. Okay, so I don't know where the rest of my raw blaze gold went. But it's not here anymore. I think I just need one block of it, though, for this guy to flower on. Yeah. All right, so grab a stack of this real quick. Got Skull Catalyst on me. Clean up this inventory just a touch. I want my backpack back. Stack that. Okay. That there. We're going to get just enough of this. By the way, these without good upgrades are so freaking slow. Yeah, they are. I did autocraft for that setup. You're right. Okay, so I've got enough of this now. Get this. We'll grab the nice upgrades, the Omega upgrades. Of course I'm missing stuff. Okay, so turn off that one, turn off that one, and then be patient for like 3 seconds. Almost. There we go. And now I can build them all for us. And then I'm going to turn those back on. Actually, I don't need the diamond one back on. But I could turn that one back on. Come over here. I think I'm just going to use this beehive because it'll be easy. Throw all that in. Get your bee in. Put this on the feeding slab. Tick accelerate it. And then we got to do a couple things with the combs real quick. Blaze gold combs. I don't know why they're purple. I'm going to grab one of those, take it down here, and auto-export it. And then I can probably auto-export the wither combs again, too. How many of those we built up? Ah, 3,000. Yes. Lovely. But we'll throw that in here. And then go back in there for all of that. So, do we have blaze gold now for good? Blaze. Raw blaze gold. So, I need to auto-export that. Do a furnace. Here you go. Okay, so now we got blaze gold. Very handy. Which means we should have plenty of the polymorphic catalysts in here. Plenty of blaze embers, plenty of that, and plenty. Okay. All right. We are rocking and rolling. I think the only thing I need to do is actually tell this thing to export water. Well, it did. Does it need to not be buckets? Just tell it to actually export water. Yeah. Okay. Look down. Compare. It's got water. This is not going to work. Man! I was really hoping it would. Unless it just needs to go like a different direction. Huh. You render it, make sure it's the right, it is the right block. Okay. Pickup delay. Drop amount 1. And I put water. I can't put the actual fluid in here. Extreme reactors, control C. So it's going to keep going. Okay. Can I tell you to stop? All right, so it looks like we are going to have to set up the sensors, which means I'm going to have to set up a different way to do power. Which is fine. I just need another side. Okay. All right, let me grab advanced sensors. Advanced. Clicker sensor. Grab 4 of those. That's unfortunate. I thought we were going to get away with it. I really did. 3, 4. So this sensor is looking for water buckets. And it will get powered as well. Render area. Nope. Down 1. And then over 1 more. Perfect. What all is being rendered right now? That can turn off. That's fine. Just this one. Okay. And then it sends a weak signal, so looking for a low signal. Okay. But only when it's water. Right? I guess not. These don't have power either. I'm going to need to make one of those energy transmitters. These guys. Set them up with a flex point. Right there. Right there. Then render area. You go down 1 more. Go 2 blocks bigger. And then add that. Add that. There we go. Okay, excellent. Thanks for all the content. It's an immense help. I will have to catch the rest of the stream later. Gonna go finish eating and get to doing work on Saturday stuff. Heck yeah. Well, thanks for stopping in, Alex. I hope all the rest of your Saturday stuff goes really well. All right, all has power now. So this one is looking for polymorphic fluid. An allow list. I didn't set this one to an allow. It's not that. Target blocks, target air, hostile, passive, adult, child, player, all living items, blocks. Should be blocks, I guess. Why is it sending a strong signal? It's not water. It should only send a signal when there's water, right? Greater than, less than sense amount equals 1. Okay, that should be it. High. Strong signal equals 1. Allow list, target blocks, allow list. It's still not. It doesn't make any sense. It is rendered in the right area. Water. Bucket. Man, I thought this was going to be the easy part. Do these need to be set to pulse then? They might need to be set to pulse. I think that's right. Okay, and so that'll sense for polymorphic. Send a strong signal to drop in this. Render area is correct. Render area is not correct. So let's adjust this one to there. And then down one. I could probably turn my magnet off and make it a little easier, but okay. It's looking for polymorphic. So allow list target block strong signal equals at least one. It is rendered in the right area. This should drop one. Oh, I need to get rid of that. Right? When it's pulsed, get rid of the rest of those two. Down. Why is it not? Why is it not sending it? Level any. Sense amount is greater than 1. What is this? Is greater than 1. That's just going to keep dropping it, isn't it? How are you sensing water bucket equal than 1? Less than 1. Greater equals greater than I don't know, man. But it is continuing to drop polymorphic catalysts. I seems to have stopped. So just let me double check here. That is what needs to happen. I just need to go one higher on each of these. Okay, blaze ember fuel. Go to you. You're looking. Hey, finally got alive. What's up? How's it going, Matter? How are you? We are automating the Just Dire Things fluids right now. And I thought I had a pretty good understanding of exactly what needed to happen. However, this is the advanced sensor. Allow list needs to be that. It's greater than 0. Right? Greater than 0. Oh, I love it. That's probably my new favorite part about the entire game. I think it's the direction it's throwing it to. So, going down. That one's headed down. So if this guy senses blaze ember fuel... Do I need to just take it and like right click it or something? Ew, that's crazy. That is crazy. So which one is being rendered right now? Because neither of those are. And that render off. And that render off. That should be able to just throw in there. And then I should be able to render these two. Move it this direction and then to that way. Your advanced sensing void flame. And then greater than 0, you're going to send a strong signal. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. And then this guy, render area, is probably not correct at all. 2 over. 1 up. Do over. Okay, so all of that's correct now. Oh, yeah. How's vanilla been going? Plus and P with peeps has been crazy. That sounds like a lot of fun. It did just drop it there. It should drop it there. And then this guy needs to be moved over just far enough to pick it up at the end. Okay, and then water goes down correctly. The only thing that's not working is the actual sensing. We need to tell it what direction to send a pulse to, or it should just be next to it, right? That's awesome. How is it playing vanilla after playing modded for so long? Is it fun? Are there things you wish you had? Less than 1? It's greater than 0. What if it's a deny list? Why is it throwing it over there? Oh, it's because it's throwing it east. So throw it down. And then render area. Okay, so that's right. If it is greater than 0, it should send a pulse to this. High. Strong. It seems right. I'm so confused. Of course, ulti-mine. Right. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. Ulti-mine is incredibly nice to have. Okay, so this is waiting for a signal. This is not giving it a signal. Sense amount 1. Hello, John Chat. Chat and live sweet, been following along my own world, a few different approaches at the mechanism section at the moment. Nice, that's awesome. Okay. So I think that worked because it's not throwing anymore either. So less than 1, deny target strong. Deny target strong, less than 1. I think we may have it. Let's see. Deny target strong, less than 1. And this is throwing the wrong direction? Or it just was never adjusted? It was never adjusted. So it needs to go that way. One more, and then this way one. Yeah. Okay. Void flame coal. Toss it in there. Okay. Deny target strong, less than 1. Void flame bucket. So now uh-oh. Blaze Ember Fuel is there. Which one's not? Deny target strong, less than 1. It's looking for Blaze Ember Fuel. This guy set to down. Got all my bees set up to put gene treats all auto at the highest makers possible through the hydro pots are way faster. That is a good way to do it. So pulse, high. What is this? High? Okay, so seems like those were actually correct. Do the high. And then is it just dropping everything in there? It is. It's just continuing to drop everything in there. Which kind of works. I guess. Like if it just has all the buckets in there and it goes fast enough, sure, I guess that functions. How much do we have? 18 buckets. Because it does just like instantly cycle it through everything. It's got to be worth something, I suppose. Probably is not the right way to do it. Which one is it missing? Oh, it's just timed out. I'm just gonna grab everything. Oh, it's just continuing to drop everything. Okay, so set those to pulse. Yeah, you can definitely soul surge it. I have that done over here. This one is soul surged right there. So it's not allow water target block strong signal. Weak signal strongs doesn't matter. Greater than 0. Yeah, this doesn't make any sense to me at all. So what if we just said ignored on all of these? And then we just went for it. You know? I need 18 times 16 buckets. $18 times 16 buckets. That's 288 buckets of this. That shouldn't be hard. I think that's incredibly reasonable. I do want to turn this off because we probably have plenty of it. Grab that, pull it back. Let me do this. Soul surges, I'm going to make 3 of, because that's the available sides that I have. And then we're going to grab the soul pipes. And I'm just going to pipe it over from right here where I already have the souls. And we'll put it right here. Not like that. There, right there. Right there. And that should now go really quick. And I could even speed it up more on top of that. All right. So that's it, semi-automated. Certainly not automated correctly, but that is what it is. If I throw the rest of these, I have to go turn off the auto crafts for everything so it doesn't automatically craft into the big boys. Turn off those two, and then all of the other coals and everything back in there. That should work. Yeah, we're really just going for functional here. That's, I guess, all we were shooting for. And I do believe we accomplished that. Yeah, but I wasn't even really shooting for long term. I just need all of it so that I can make the Altamont Star. That's really all I cared about. And from there, we get to go into this process of immersive engineering. If the quest line ever loads. Which hopefully will. Alright, let's see here. Quest line. ATM star. Nexium emitter. Tesla coil is what we're looking to make. So iron mechanical component is pretty easy. Let's do this. Let's go to pattern encoding. We're going to go with Tesla coil. This guy. Put together a pattern for it. Pattern for that. What else do we need patterns for? The electrum coil block, MV wires, electrum wires, grab those. Talk about a rabbit hole. Electrum plate. And then however you make electrum. Gonna do that one. So that needs to go to the furnace. And then electrum dust is just gold and silver. That should be really easy. Okay. That is a ton of patterns. We're gonna need to load in real quick. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I tried to stream earlier on Saturdays. I had a couple things that I had to go do this morning, but we were able to stream early, which is what we were going for. Okay, so Tesla coil, if I want to make one of these now, HV accumulator, and then the aluminum plate. Aluminum plate should be really easy. I think we already have aluminum. I think. We do. And then Tesla, nice. Tesla coil, HV accumulator. Not too bad. Treated wood planks are not the easiest things in the world to make. Bucket of redstone acid. Hop graphite ingot. This is hop graphite dust. And you make that using an industrial squeezer with coke dust. Okay. So we'll definitely have to get the industrial squeezer. And bucket of redstone acid. That's a very simple craft. Treated planks. The creosote bucket. Canning. Filled by spout. How do I get creosote oil the easiest way? I guess probably immersive engineering. I mean, might as well. You would go the B route. Yeah, the B route eventually, once you have some, right? But they have to have something to flour off of. Right? So for the hop graphite ingots, what we're... Yeah. Steel ingots should already be done. They are. You get dust from the cone blocks. Yeah, that's not bad. Cone blocks, I assume, come from the hop graphite B. Go see how difficult that is to make. Hop graphite B spawn egg. U. Industrial squeezer. Coal B spawn egg. Oh, 4 of them. Through there. Okay, I mean, that's not bad. The Railcraft one is faster for the creosote oil. Okay. Nope, that's S. Creosote. Coke oven smelting. Coal blocks into coke coal blocks. I'm down. We'll do that one. Pattern encoding, creosote, this one. I don't really need that. I need this. But now I'm not on pattern encoding anymore. Here we go. That one. That's what we need. And then gotta make bricks real quick. Brick. Do a smelter. There we go. All right. 2 furnace patterns. That one, and a whole bunch of crafting patterns. Basically the same. Hello, John. What are you on currently? We are finishing up the Eclipse Ember fuel automation and then starting with immersive engineering. The Tesla coil is now the last thing that I have to get in order to have all of the stars. So we were working on creating that. So let's grab, so it's a 3x3 hollow. That's 26. Can't pull it because I've got something using it all instantly, which would be my hostile neural network setup. Replan, start, replan, start. Thank you. I just needed it to work once. That's all I needed. All right, pre-soak. That's the one place I didn't need a block. There we go. Just like that. Perfect. Okay, so now I need coal blocks. Grab a stack of them, throw them in there. Of course I can. That's beautiful. It has no effect on it though. I wish it did. That'd be so much cooler. Basically the same, just bigger storage and a bit faster. Gotcha, that makes sense. So that'll make us creosote oil, which can make us the treated planks. Tesla coil. I want to make sure I have a recipe in here for the treated planks. But other than that, I think we've got everything. Okay. That right there. We'll throw that in here somewhere if I can find an open spot. Okay. Gonna make it. Top graphite dust, bucket of creosote oil, advanced electronic and pattern. How many patterns can the quantum crafter store? So it's actually the assembler matrix that stores the patterns. But I don't know a lot. Like enough where I have never had to worry about it. I got a lot of essences using the quest rewards, getting one of each seed. Oh, that's not actually a bad idea. I don't know which seeds I do have versus don't have. Modern dust was a tech. Resources, mystical agriculture. Yeah, there's a lot of these seeds I didn't get that maybe I should have. Okay, so it's done one, almost done with one. That is so incredibly slow. Just to clarify, this has no effect on it. Now, that's okay. I will let that do its thing. I really just need like 18 buckets, it sounds like, maybe even less than that. So I also need the advanced electronic component. I think it said 3 minutes for 5 buckets. That's not bad. That's not bad. I'm patient enough. I can wait for that. All right, aluminum wire. Set up a pattern for that. Should be easy enough. Okay, throw that in there. One sec. Oh, that's not bad. Got a quote on some stuff I'm working on. Some pricing. All right. So the advanced electrical component. Ooh, it finished one, right? It did. It's 5 buckets. Very nice. Okay. Very, very cool. So the advanced, yeah, I'm just going to do electrical component. The electrical component, because advanced is tied into way too many things. I need the engineer's workbench and an engineer's blueprint. So let's try to make those. Engineers. How did a U get in there? Engine. Workbench. Oh, I need treated for a lot of that. Okay. We're gonna make more patterns here real quick. Workbench gets one. Labs get one. Out of patterns, great. Patterns. Throw them in there. Did some research. Each storage in it can store 36. So 36. That is a lot of patterns. 2,160 patterns is crazy. I had never taken the time to actually look up how much it is. Mostly because I've never run out. But that is actually wild. So engineer's workbench. I need this guy. We've got everything but the sticks here. What else? Treated that. Those should be everything for the workbench. All right, so craft you. I don't have my bucket. Give me my buckets real quick. Throw them in here. Got 2 of those. I am hoping it does. Okay. I wasn't sure if I left on alternate items or not, but it looks like I did. All right. Got the engineer's table. There's an engineer's blueprint that we're going to need as well. Electronic component. Which one is that? Crafting components. Okay. Oh, that's actually really easy to make. I can just make that in here. Give me a pattern. You. We've got aluminum already. I don't know why I made a pattern for that. I'm not going to need it more than once. That's probably going to be the least important pattern I ever make. But now I can just craft it straight from here. And then we can just throw it in there. So we've got the pattern for the advanced electronic component. RegTech guys probably have 3 of those. Yeah, you're probably right. You are probably right. Okay. That's the blueprint for it. I've got the aluminum wire. The Duroplast sheet is resin, creosote, and acetaldehyde, which is ethanol through a refinery. To get that with a silver plate. Okay, so I need to build a refinery. Is, I guess, what's next. And then we'll use the creosote with that to get whatever we need for that. So what's the book again for this? At Immersive Engineering, there's a book somewhere, right? An engineer's manual. Will it tell me what I need? Benches and machinery. Give me multi-blocks. Metal products. Multi-block constructions. Large constructions. Okay. Heavy machinery. Perfect. All right. I really need something to be able to write all this down with, because there's no way I'm going to be able to remember it unless there's a chance. There's a chance. What are the odds they added a quest for it? For like each of the machines you're actually going to need. Immersive engineering. Got that one. Fine. That's fine. That's fine. Don't care about any of that. I'm looking for refinery. Sawmill, crusher, metal press. I think we do need. Squeezer. I know we need. Refinery. And that. Squeezer. Sure. And then the bottling machine. No, I don't think it's a bottling. What's the thing that you actually turn it into the sheets, the Duroplast sheets with? Bottling, it is a bottling machine. Okay. So then we go back here and I do need to make the bottling machine as well. So those are the ones we're probably going to start with, I think. And then since we're here, there's everything going over here. Just our things. We've got 248. Now, is that all of it? I do think I actually need more than that. What are we short on? So this is void flame fuel. It's just dropping more of that, isn't it? Stop it. Void flame fuel. It needs this, right? We're out of Eclipse ember fuel? Is it because it's not dropping it one at a time and so it wasted a bunch probably? Quite likely, I think. Stop exporting. Stop exporting. Stop exporting. All right, so we do need, we are gonna need more of that. I'll fix that later. I probably need to go rewatch a video on how to make it anyways. So engineer's manual. Oh, we've got our, okay, so we got everything we need over on the side. So now all I only need to do is make patterns for each things. So immersive engineering, I am looking for 16. Let's start at the top. 2 light engineering. 2 light engineering. 2 light engineering. So I need 6 light engineering blocks. Immersive light engineering blocks. We're going to turn that into a pattern. And then turn this into a pattern, I guess. Throw both those in here, and then we're gonna make 6 of them. This, I think, is the only way I'm gonna be able to like actually keep this straight. All right, got those. Anything I don't need right now, we're gonna toss out. Got the light engineering blocks done. Redstone, redstone, redstone. 3 redstone engineering blocks. So we'll make one of these as well as a pattern. Toss it in there. 3 of those. Perfect. Next on the list, pistons. 1 piston is all I need. Let's go steel scaffolding next then. Steel scaffolding. Pattern encoding. That right there. And then for the steel rod, sure, that'll work a lot cheaper. Throw both those in here as well. So for steel scaffolding, I need 6 on the first, 8 on the second, 3 on the last. So that's 11, 17. Start with 20. Okay. We got our steel scaffolding. Steel fence. Let's do pattern encode for that. Steel fence. Okay, 3 steel fence is it. Start that up. We got our 3 steel fences. 2 fluid pipe, 5 fluid pipe. So I need 7 fluid pipe. Set a pattern for this. Toss it in here. Did 7. Start that up. Okay, got the fluid pipes done. Wooden barrels. I need 4. Iron sheet metal. Yo, what's up, Dylan? How's it going? How are you? Iron sheet metal and conveyor belts. So iron sheet metal, I need 18. We'll do a solid 20. Throw it there. And then 3 conveyor belts. Conveyor belts. Which ones, though? Probably these? Doesn't say. Dylan, take me. Had a long night out. Nice. Well, that's fun. I miss times where I had a projector for these multiple. I totally agree. It would be so convenient if they did. I don't know. I'm assuming it's this conveyor belt. We'll take that one. I need 3 of those. I need heavy engineering blocks as well. So let's do heavy engineering blocks. Encode pattern. And I got to make a couple others here real quick. There we go. Heavy engineering blocks, sheet metal. Okay, so we're going to dump all this real quick. Just found your tutorial videos. Thank you so much. I'm lost on ATM10 and these videos are just what I needed. I'm so glad. That's awesome to hear. Okay, so I needed 2 of these. And then the conveyor belts as well. Snag those. Conveyor belts, I need 3. What do you mean you have to have it in order to craft it? Oh, I know exactly why. It has to have these. Make a stack of them because whatever. Conveyor belt. 3, start. Got them. Okay. I need a fluid pump. Wooden barrels. I think that's it. And a piston. Make one of those. Ooh, no. Wooden barrel. Wooden barrel, okay. Good to know that we can do that using the actual mod itself. Okay, throw that in there. Wooden barrel. How many of these? 4? Got them. Of course I'm missing decrease of oil. Yo, what's up? How's it going? I am currently suffering through the depths of immersive engineering. It's not actually really that bad. It just takes a lot of brain power, and it's not my favorite type of mod. Okay, so wooden barrel. 4. Got him. We got the piston, the wooden barrel. What else do I need? A fluid pump. Fluid pump. I can only assume it is the one from Immersive Engineering, which means that I will need to pattern encode for it. And then throw that pattern in here. Yeah, it does. I agree. Although I will say the fact that I'm not having to go through all of modern industrialization is awesome. Okay, so we start with the bottling machine, I think. So 4, 5. Bottling machine. Doesn't seem bad. So we're gonna need steel scaffolding for that one, right? Bottling machine. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, and then I know the redstone one goes front and center. Then there's 2 sheet metal in the back. Oh, why are you going to? Because the last thing I need to get all the mod star is the Tesla coil. It is the very, very last thing. Hence why I am doing immersive engineering. But that is a heavy one. 2 heavy ones, right? Bottling machine. 2 light engineering blocks, okay. That go right back here. Then... so that whole front, first layer is done correctly. That's the fluid. Okay. So this guy goes there. 3 conveyor belts on front. Nope. Be there. No, why is it? No. Oh, is it where I place it on there? Yeah. I think it's that. Okay, anywho, I should from there be able to right click it with, what is it, the engineer's wrench? Which wrench is the engineered wrench? The hammer. That's right. That one. No, it's not that one. This one, engineer's hammer. That's right. Okay. Does it matter which direction these go? What do I shift right click? Got it. Okay. I wasn't sure which one that was. All right. Refinery is next. So let's pull up the book again. Uncovered. Yeah, they turn into the uncovered ones, but I think you have to, for the multi-blocks, you have to have the blocked version of them. John, you've done ATM10 multiple times. Why not start technology? Currently, there is no one that's actually doing content for it. Hopefully, that's others are outdated. Yeah, I might. I wanted to actually do a run through all the mods 10 where I did it correctly. That's why I'm doing it again. But after this one, which we're getting pretty close to the end, I'm going to do another mod pack. I haven't really decided which one yet. The normal conveyor works too. Okay, that's good to know. Okay. Refinery. Fluid pipes straight across the bottom. Light, heavy, and a bunch of steel. Okay. Light. Heavy. My fluid pipes at. How many was it again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So that should be correct. And then it was the steel scaffolding on both sides of that. Right. It was. And then you build up the tanks, I believe. Engineer's manual. Yeah. Yeah, I might be doing an expert pack. We'll see. I've also thought about all the Arcana. I haven't quite decided on one for sure yet. And who knows, maybe I split it between several, but there's definitely been a lot of consideration about what I want to do next. Okay. Tanks, that, redstone. And then I should be able to hit that with a hammer. Okay. That one's done. What is the other one I need? We get the squeezer. Is that the one we were talking about? I think it is. Yeah, because it's the one with the 4 barrels. And the fences and piston and everything. Okay, so 3. We're going to do the squeezer right here. 1, 2, 3. As long as I leave it enough room, which means I'm going to turn it a different direction. 2, 3. I need to keep the book on me. I keep having to refer to it. Okay. That's correct. I need a light in front. 2 pipes. That. Oh, I already forget. That's right. The 2 light engineering blocks go right there. You get another one of these there. 2 more of those. Nope. I think it's just those 2. And that's it. Redstone on top of that, 4 barrels. So redstone on top of that. Okay. That should be all correct. 4 barrels. Those are stacked up. That's correct. I need one more here. Did you ever do or plan to do an adventure pack like RL Craft for the challenge? I started RL Craft several times. I hated it so much. I never could get anywhere in it, and I never felt like I progressed at all, no matter what I did and no matter what I tried. And so I kind of just gave up on it. Because I just straight up didn't enjoy it. Like, it just was not fun. I'm hoping I can turn that. You can. But he's not turning it. Why does it just rotate it? How do I flip it? Do I have to go from the back? Or top, down? That's reverse. Yeah, I know the piston has to be facing down. I just figured I could after. Why not? Pick that. There we go. But it would appear... Oh, if I put it facing up, then it'll rotate to down? That checks out. Yo, what's up, Wormy? How's it going? How are you? Facing up. No, it doesn't rotate at all. Nope. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna grab some random blocks real quick. And we will build up. And then one over there. And I'm gonna put the piston against the downward face of that. That's not right still. Give me that. There. I don't know why that had to be the most difficult part of that. All right. Break that. There we go. That's working correctly. Oh, perfect for streaming. And we can carry you through it. You think so? That just sounds like absolute pain. Okay. So, break the dirt blocks. I think this is everything I need. I think the creosote goes first through the refinery, but I got to get power to all of these things as well. Let me grab some flux points. Take that one. Make me 2 more. Yeah, I agree. RL Craft sounds like absolutely straight pain. From the time I played it, it was rough, and it continued to be rough. I don't know which one is actually power. Anybody know which one this is power? I know it's not red, right? That seems like a fluid input. That seems like an output. 2 inputs, 2 outputs. Is it this? Of course it's that. All right. Should have power now. Most of them are from the top. Okay. Well, that's good to know. That makes it a little bit easier. All right. Network selection, that one. So everything's got power now. Okay. So to start, I also am going to need the mold for this, as well as 2 hoppers. Hopper. I think at least 2 hoppers. I can't remember for sure. Pretty sure it goes like that. And then... No, that pushes it on. I think I need a chest at this end. Grab one of those. And it should put it directly into that, I believe. Alright, so we're going to use pipes for most of this, I think. Which I think most everything's going to be a fluid pipe. That is not it. Blues are inputs, right? So that one has the potential to need several. And then I'm assuming orange is out. Right. Yeah, we'll get to that for sure. Industrial squeezer is going to be item, though. Because that is what's going to take our coal and turn it into whatever the other stuff is. Or at least part item, part fluid. Doesn't look like it accepts fluid. Okay, but let's just throw some coal in there and see what happens. Coal. We'll do blocks of coal. I hate that it changes my inventory. Alright, so it's got coal in there. Does it need to be told to go? Or is it working automatically? Also, can I tick accelerate anything? Squeezer is all item. Crushed coal. Why can't I pull it back? Is it because it's tick accelerated? It will not let me pull that out. Okay, so... Oh, let's go back to the beginning. Electric component. You have to use a lever. Really? Do I throw a lever on the front? Does it have to have like a redstone signal? I see no difference. Let's go back to the electric component. We're making the Duraplast sheet first, I think. Actually, we're making the hop bars right now. Hop. Graphite ingots. Oh, the squeezer uses for hop. Yeah. That's what we're working on. Let's hop graphite ingot. Uses. Where's the squeezer at? The metal press. Why don't I see the squeezer as an option here? Bulk blasting. That's how to make the bars. Oh, it's for the dust, isn't it? Yes. Okay, we're getting there. Squeezer. Coke dust. Okay, I do need coke dust. How do I get the coal out? So I need to take this and do that. And then figure out how to turn this into coke dust. Yes. Squeezer, coke dust. I need a crusher. Great. Break the barrel. I do get the coal back. Where'd the barrel go? Did it get rid of the barrel? It's gone. All right, making another barrel. And then I think we're also making a crusher. Well, it just didn't go into my inventory, and this is not set to go to... It may have just gone back into here. I don't know. Let's see. No, it didn't. I don't know, man. That's weird. There's that. All right, so I need a crusher to crush the coke coal into coke coal dust, right? Coke coal. Or is it coke dust? Yeah, that's what we need. Coke oven. Oh, so the coke oven would take normal coal dust and turn it into coke dust. And then I wouldn't even have to make a crusher. But is there one? I don't see one in here. There's one for a macerator. And rock crushing. But that's about it. So I think we might actually make the crusher. Quest, crusher, in it. All right, 10 light engineering blocks, 8 steel fence, 9 hoppers. Yeah. Okay, at Immersive, double M. And then I need 10 light engineering. I have 2, so we're gonna make 8 light engineering. Then, oh, it's not going to tell me all of it. That's so annoying. I do need a lot of hoppers and a bunch of these steel fences too. So I've got my steel fences. I've got my light engineering. Let's just open it up in the book real quick and see what it actually takes to make it, because I don't think I'm going to get it any other way. Crushing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then engineering. Okay. We're going to try our best to do that. I assume that's just normal. Is it steel scaffolding? Does it say? Crusher. Okay, light engineering. It is 10 steel scaffolding. Okay. So steel scaffolding I've got 4 of. Create another 6 of it. 10 steel scaffolding. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it was 4, 5, 6, 7, 2 light, full line, and then that. Okay, so full line, and then that is all light engineering blocks as well. Those 2 are, and all 3 of those are. All right, next layer. Redstone, light, whole bunch of fences around a light. Okay, light. And then all my fences. Around the light. Take the redstone block. I think it went there. It does. I need one more light here and then a full light on the other side. That. This. And then I need a bunch more hoppers. You see there is a red spot in Crusher in the book. Yeah, that's where you right click it with the hammer, right? Eight. Yep, got it. I assumed so. I saw that after I built the first thing and struggled with it. And then kind of figured out what it was there for. Okay, hoppers are there. There we go. Okay. Give me another flux point. Flux point. Snag it and throw it on here. It's not that one. I always think it's the redstone block because theoretically it should be, right? It's right there. Select that network. And then I just need to throw a bunch of this Coca-Cola in there, right? Turn off the magnet. Be able to drop it in. Heck yeah. We could make this a little easier. Use an item pipe to a chest. And I've got my pipe wrench on me as well. We'll set a chest down there. Item pipe. Oh, it can't item pipe it. It has to just fall out, I guess. Wild. Alright, but now we can take this. It goes in here, right? Oh, it does. Excellent. Okay, sweet. You have to put the chest there directly. I'm curious to try that because I'd like it to not throw it on the ground. Oh, you could magnet it for sure. There's a million ways you could pick that up. But if the chest works directly, that would be the easiest by far. Getting a bunch of the creosote oil because I know I'm going to have to refine this here in a second. Honestly, we may even go ahead and throw it through the refinery. Wait a second. Let me toss in those three from the top. It does go directly in the chest. That's way easier. All right, refinery. I'm going to want at least one tank for each side. So like for now, I think it's just this. And then we'll be pulling from here. And then I add all the creosote oil to this. And then hopefully that starts refining in here. And then I need another tank for it going out. As whatever it refines into, I think. I think that's correct. Although it doesn't seem... Oh, the catalyst. It has to be a silver plate, right? Silver plate. Where is that? That one. Yep, that's what it needs. That guy. Right? Is that it? Is it in the wrong tank? Is there a wrong tank? Let's go back to our electrical component. Electrical component. That guy. Nope. This guy. That's a refinery between creosote oil. This. Oh, it's ethanol. So I actually don't need that in there at all yet. fact, if we could pull it out, that would probably be even better. That there. What are the odds you can pull? Seems like it may be a no. The tank should not matter, but it is the wrong recipe. Yes, it is. It needs ethanol. So now I gotta go figure out how to make that. You, that one, refinery. I need ethanol with a silver plate. Ethanol is industrial fermenter with some sort of... Good Lord, it just keeps going, doesn't it? Try the pneumatic recipe. Ethene. Ether gas. How hard is... But the pneumatic... I don't have the pneumatic one because I skipped all of that. The 2 E's? How do you freaking spell that? At Immersive Engineering. All right. That is what we need to make. So I just got to make one more machine. Industrial fermenter. Oh, it's an O. Got it. Thank you. Industrial fermenter. All right, one more. I'm glad I have this whole side for it. That's got to be worth something. Okay. Quest. I'm not even going to worry about that. We're going to go straight to the book for this one, I think. Okay, fermenter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 steel, 4 iron sheet metal. I've got the 6 steel. I've got 2 iron sheet metal. Give me 2 more. Got the iron sheet metal. It was that. No, I've got 2 lights at the front. So light engineering blocks. Make at least 4 of. I don't really know how many I need. But at this point, it's not cost prohibitive. So it's that. And then 2 pipes. Okay. Fluid pipes. Is the P2P tunnel multi-block by K-Saw worth it? Or would your setup be more than enough? It depends on what you're doing. And I say this because I like K-Saw and I really like his setup. But I have never found a use for it. For that many channels. I have yet to talk to somebody who has found a use for that many channels. So you might. And if you do, I would love to hear about it. But I would be shocked if you found a use for that many. Like, really surprised, honestly. Okay, so the redstone one goes there. I need my 4 cauldrons. And then... anything else go on the back? 4 cauldrons and 4 scaffolding over the top. That's easy. Do those. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bingo bango. Okay, so now I just need some sort of organic matter. How many potatoes do I have? Or is there something I've got a lot of? Potatoes. None? Nice, okay. Whoa, what else can we use to make ethanol? Is that not what we said? Apples work. Apples, apple. Yeah, we're gonna create a crafting recipe for this, I think. Or we're just gonna craft a ton real quick and put them all in here. And then I'm going to do this. In hopes that maybe it speeds it up, but I don't think it's going to. It also doesn't have power. That could be an issue. Flux point. I'm out of flux points. How hard is it to make flux dust? Flux dust. I don't have the bees for it. Creating flux. I need obsidian over bedrock. I wonder if there's another way to get power. Just get like I don't think I have any ender gates at all. Man, is there anywhere I've wasted one? Like I don't need it anymore? Because I don't need this anymore. We're just gonna steal it. So be it. Perfect. All right, that's running now. Can it run fast? Oh, it can. Okay, so that's our ethanol. I need buckets and buckets of this. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to import it into our ME system. I'm going to set this down right here. And we're going to wirelessly connect it. And we're going to import it directly into the ME system because I've got fluid tanks and I might as well. So that's hooked up. We're going to see if we can just import directly using an import bus on it. Import an import bus. And then I do need my cables. I don't have those anymore. ME cables. Put this right there. Import bus. Does it import? It does. Okay, excellent. So we now have ethanol going directly into our system. I could add acceleration cards. Just storage bus and export it the other side. Yeah, I could. But I don't know. I feel like this is a little easier, and that way I don't have to create all the storage buses. Snag that out because I don't actually need it. Like accelerate that. Put more apples in. Okay, that should be more than enough. Then what we're going to do, we might even just spider web this cable because there's not really going to be that many things coming through here. Anybody know how I can clear this out? Creosote out of here. What? Oh, it did. I hate that mechanic where if you crouch place something, it puts it on the other side of the block. It literally just broke the entire... Oh, but it still got the creosote in it. That's really all I wanted. Okay, connect it back up to there. Import bus. Give me like 30 of these because I'm going to be importing and exporting a lot of crap. I don't want to have to deal with it. We'll do that right there. It works. Acceleration cards. Now it works fast. And I'll put the blocks of coal back in. All right, creosote's in our system. Hey, how's it going, Nisha? We got that done. We also have ethanol being created, which is good. And this should be doing something. We got our hop graphite dust now. How hard is it to make the MA seed for that? Hop graphite seeds, 4 ingots, and Imperium essence. Here I say it, that's what we're gonna do. You know what? I'm doing really good. It's been a good day so far. I need Imperium Essence. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then Seed. Prosperity Seed Base. We're going to take it all over here. Toss that on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. And then now we've got an infinite amount of that. Little good news. I'm going to have tacos for breakfast. That sounds absolutely delicious. Congratulations. W's in chat for the tacos. No, I'm kidding. I almost sounded like a real streamer there. All right. We're going to throw all of this back in here because I don't want to look at any of it. Then what we're going to do, run another cable straight down the center here. And we're going to break this. Then that should be able to cover everything. Okay. So from there, but you're a real streamer. Any streamer that just presses start stream. That's a fair point. That's fair. That's fair. I'll give you that. Okay. So we have ethanol now. Ethanol is what actually needs to go in here. How on earth do I get out what is in there? Can I just throw buckets in? Like, is that a thing? Can I... Does it do anything? Is there no way to get it out? Do I have to like actually break the multi-block to get it out? Gotta go grab the hammer again. Okay, all right, it's out. Thank goodness. So next up, export buses. Make one of those. I probably need a bunch of those as well. Oh well. And then I need to export. I'll put an ad at the beginning. Immersive engineering. I need to export ethanol. Find that real quick. Ethanol. And then acceleration cards. Let's see. Yeah, I broke it already. Yeah, I didn't feel like messing around with it. I have acceleration cards. I'm gonna grab my import buses again. And I still need that silver plate, right? I think I actually took that out. Put that in there, and it should start working through everything, I think. As long as it's got power, which it doesn't because I broke it. Put that back down right there. So now it's working through it. I need an import bus. All right, give me just a second. I'm going to take a call. All right, we're back. That was a guy. I'm working on a secret project, and he was calling me to give me another quote. Getting all kinds of quotes. So this should have imported and have processed through all the ethanol, correct? So now we should just have acetaldehyde. That's sweet. So then that gets pumped in with ethanol, correct? For this, to make this, you need that and the creosote. Okay, so do they have to go? They probably have to go in separate sides. So I need an export bus here. Export bus. Got it. So the export bus on this side is going to be for creosote oil. That, and I can throw acceleration cards in there. That should fill it up. Got it. And then on this side, it's going to be no longer ethanol. Let's see. Not the same, but spawning mechanic is yes. Okay, gotcha. That's for the random guy that showed up in front of me, right? This stuff gets it accelerated into there. Pull that out. Okay, so that should create a whole bunch of this, which is what I need in order to make those sheets, right? So that needs to get pushed into the bottling machine with a metal press mold plate, which I need to go make. Okay, we're getting close here. I will need an item pipe to wrap this around for sure. Well, let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna grab item pipe. Basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab the press mold, take it from there, and pass it all the way back here to the hopper. Like that. And then I need an item. I need a pipe wrench. Pipe wrench. Doesn't have to be super quick. And then I need to filter this to at Immersive. Ooh, double at Immersive Engineering. This, that. So metal press mold plate. Now I gotta grab an accelerator upgrade before I can do that. Throw that in there. Metal press mold plate. Add that one. Submit. Okay. And that is whitelist, right? So that is the only thing that'll get pulled back. From there, I need to actually make that thing. Which means I need one of those. I should be able to just craft. I don't really want to make a pattern for it. Start them. Okay. You can go in here. I need that. 3 steel plate, 1 engineer wire cutter. Steel plate. Plate. 3 of these. And then wire cutters. Put that and this and that. And then it goes in here. And then that should get passed back to here. Okay, sweet. Break that. I need an export bus. Maybe like 10 of those. We don't have to keep coming and grabbing them every 2 seconds. Then I need my ME cables unless I'm out. More cables. Go ahead and make a bunch more of those real quick. This is enough to get me here. And then export bus. And this is that resin stuff, right? Okay. That stuff. Okay. So that should now be working. All right. So we got our Duroplast sheet things done. John, did you? Yes, I did. For SFM, we did it for hostile neural networks, actually. It's set up right here. It runs all of our star production stuff. So it's connected to, it's got a manager. It's got the ME interface where it pulls out all the prediction matrices. And then it's got an energy cube as well. Yeah, and the program for that I have posted in Discord a couple times. I think I pinned it. But yeah, and then I soul surged the heck out of everything to make it go really fast because it's kind of slow. All right, so we should have our Duroplast sheets now. That's exciting. Okay, so for that, I need this, the Duroplast sheets, and what else? This, the Duroplast sheets, and then vacuum tubes. Crafting components. Is that the same as the other one? That is surprisingly easy. Yeah. And if you have any questions about that, I would ask in the Discord. I actually didn't write the code myself. I got it from somebody in the Discord, so they can probably help you with whatever you come across. Nickel plates. Do I not have any nickel? Okay. Nickel. Oh, I've got raw nickel. I just don't have it processed. Okay. Throw all that in there. And then I'm going to go run it all through a furnace real quick. Here we go. All right, we got raw nickel, so now I just need to make that into the nickel plates. We'll need copper wire as well. And is this the right thing? I know that one's not, but this one might be. Yeah, for the vacuum tubes. So I just need some glass. And then grab a stack of those. Grab me some glass. As long as it's normal glass, I don't care. There'll be 40 of that. So, got glass, got nickel, copper wire, redstone dust. Redstone dust, copper wire. I need to make a bunch of these. And then put that in here with this. Okay, so it should be this and that. And I can make a bunch of these. And then, oh, we're getting close here. So where my Duroplast sheets, probably have a bunch more still in this chest. So Duroplast sheets, vacuum tubes, and aluminum wire. Aluminum wire. Just give me like 40 of it, because whatever. There are no script, basically everything. Treadman, creator of the mod, Discord. Throw that in there. Okay, so I've got a whole bunch of these advanced electronic components now. So can I make the 18 Tesla coils I need? Hop graphite dust, buckets of creosote oil. Where's the creosote going? Not exporting anymore. Oh, it just needs to be buckets. Okay, so there's your buckets of creosote oil. Pop graphite dust. Pop. I should be getting essence, right? planted the seeds, I think. Yeah, they're there. Oh, it doesn't have... Okay, I'm dumb. Ignore me. I know what I'm doing wrong. I didn't create a spot for it to put it. Okay, so now... we can take this. Make a whole bunch more of these. Okay, Tesla coil time. Tesla coil. 18 of them. Let that do its thing. I'm gonna fly up here. I think what I need to do is get... where are my tanks? My dark tanks. I need 18 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 of them. Then what we're going to do is we're going to run ME cable over the top, and we're going to run export buses. Okay, ME cable. Because I want to make sure they're all full, and I want to make sure I know when they're all full. Up and across. There. All right, export bus. Out of export buses. Export bus. Give me another 10. Should be plenty. Bingo, bango. Pipes and transporter pushing into would work a little faster. Yeah, it would. But I think you're right. It would be a little overkill. Oh, you're right. Each one of these is going to take a channel. I don't have enough channels for all of that. Oh, crap. Well, I actually really didn't want to break this stuff. But it appears as if we have. But that's semi-okay. We can add that back. Those were not hard. Set up. Yeah, I think we go directly from the interface for the pipe. I think you are totally correct. Fluid pipes. I don't even really need to put accelerators on there or anything. Let's grab our just dire things. This is going to be Eclipse Ember fuel. Here. And I think you can run into the side of all of these. That's fine. The only thing I really wanted to do with this was just make sure that all of them were actually completely 100% full. Then we will set it to pull fluids from there. And all of these should start filling up. I'm going to use an accelerator. Pipes. Give me one of those real quick. And I also could configure this to be at 4. And that. The question is, do they all fill up? And the answer is no. They're close, but they don't quite fill up all the way. Okay, so let me put all these back in here. Then this one needs coal blocks. It also needs a crafting card. Block of coal. I've been playing with Mechanism a lot and loving the interface for that. Yeah, I feel that. And I already learned a new thing. Didn't know you could shift right click to put the other side of the cable. Yeah! Pretty handy. Okay, so... just dire things. For the rest of the coal blocks, primer coal block can go there. Nope. Chemical block goes here. Right there. Get rid of that. Primal. Blaze Ember. And the Void Flame. I'll go there because I'm going to need some more Eclipse Ember. And then I got to speed it all up again with this. I think. Or double click. Forgot the exact button to press is, but you don't need to export the fuel then. You know what? That's a good point. Right, here, we're just gonna speed through this. And then only 4 Tesla coils. Having some issue making iron plates. Shouldn't be. Okay, so just cancel it real quick. I've got 4. Put me at 14 more I need. Okay, there we go. All 18 are done. All right, so from there, is this still set up to export everything? I think I turned that off, right? Okay. So where are we at coal-wise? At just dire things. We got 54 Eclipse Ember. That should be enough, right? What we're going to do, we're going to just take it over here. We're going to fill up to like 50 each. And then we will turn on all the exports from the next one. Although we could go ahead and do that for this last. That's just 1 bucket. I don't care. But we won't be making any more Eclipse Ember. Now we're just making whatever the second tier is. And that should go pretty quick. Up to 50. The Void Flame. And then once we're just at least semi-close to that, we'll turn that one off and go to the next one. All right. There we go. And I'm really not worried about the last 2. What we're going to do, we need 1 of each. 1 of those. And then there we go. Okay, so you get that. You get that. You get that. And that's polymorphic catalyst. You get this. Okay, hopefully that is all enough. Go to 14. I think the only reason I like this method is because it's all like basically instant. The downside to it obviously is that like it's just literally throwing all of it in there. And there's a strong possibility for things to eventually despawn. I wonder if this is our limiting factor. It is. That and probably the water getting placed. That's pretty good. Okay, are we full yet? 16. All right, we did it. They're full. There we go. So we should have. Oh, that's just 17. That's just 17. What the heck? Oh, there's the 18th. Okay. I say what? That's not right. Okay, so the two things we're making here are the Philosopher's Fuel, which we should now have everything for. Philosopher's Fuel. Move it all. Oh, I don't have everything for this. Let me make all of these real quick. So there's all those. Will they fix the Jigui? Don't like dark mode and not shows the number. I don't know. I assume it probably will get fixed at some point, but I'm not 100% sure on that. It is coal, blaze powder, arcane crystal block. Coal, blaze powder, and arcane crystal block. Blaze powder, and then arcane crystal block, and I need 18 of these. Arcane crystal block. So that's going to be my number. 18 of those. And then I need the hammer. Not what it's called. It is called something that I can't remember. Gavel. That's right. Okay, I need to break these guys real quick. I forgot I hadn't made the smelter prisms yet. And I am 100% finishing everything we need for the start today. So we're going to go ahead and knock that out, and then I think we're good. So 1, 2, 3, 4. In the middle is that. And it does not work. Melter prisms. 2 coal, 4 blaze powder. I did it backwards. There we go. All right. Now we're gonna time wind the heck out of this. I'm not sitting around waiting for it. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Do it again. Open it back up. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going to be the most, well, maybe not the most boring. Immersive engineering was kind of boring, but the monotonous thing I'm going to do all day. But if I do this, that means we create all of the items for the entire all the mod star, and we're good to go. Then we can focus on just building the Runic Star altar next episode. That one on there. 3, 4. 2. Do that. And that is exactly what I would like to do. 4. Okay. Put that one in the middle again. I wonder if there's some way to like automate this like fully. Use routers or something. That'd be nice. I know like you can use the automatic forge once you get there, but goodness, get rid of the monotonous of this would be super nice. Hold that one, push this one. Down to like 7 more though. Okay. Pull it out. May not have enough blaze powder on me. Also, my hammer might give out. Certainly is getting low. I only have 4 more. Surely it lasts for 4 more. right, I'm gonna have to get more blaze powder. Do that real quick. Blaze powder. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do that one real quick. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Thank goodness. Okay, we got all the smelter prisms now. We should actually have everything. So, Philosopher's Fuel. Move everything. 18 of those. Got them. Then, what is it? The Nexium emitter? This guy. 18 of those. Look at us go. Philosopher's Fuel, Nexium emitter. We got both of those. Those should be the last two things other than the Patrick Star, which we're going to use the Star Altar to make sure that it's all working correctly. Dude. Okay, the Nether Star blocks. Nether. We got another 43. That's 198. How close are we? We're making 18 stars so that we can make the Starry Bee. If we make the Starry Bee, then that allows us to automate the stars fully, where we don't have to go get all of the items for the stars again. Because it takes one Starry block to transform the bee into the Starry Bee, and then it takes one for it to flower off of so that it can make the star shards. All right. So, quick calculation. We need 17 times 18, 306. So we're about 103x Nether Star blocks short. And that is it. Other than the Patrick Star. Like, we literally have everything else. Okay, so what are we missing to get these? What did I not hold? Philosopher's Fuel. Which one? Which one? Got the Smelter Prism. For this one, it was probably the Tesla Coil. Tesla Coil and the arm. I didn't hold. Let's see. Arm. Got a mechanical arm still. And then Tesla Coil I can probably make one more of. Hopefully that's pretty quick. Trying to make sure I get all of these quests actually checked off. So that one's good. What did we miss? Oh, the Awakened Supremium Ingot Block. Awakened Supremium Ingot Block. Make one of those real quick. Hold it. Boys, I think we did it. Nope, there's one more. What else could it be? We did the coal. It's this. Oh, the Blaze Burner. Blaze Burner. It was not the Blaze Burner. Blaze Burner to Smart Filter? Well, okay. I would love to do that. Let me... Quest? I have to submit one. It won't let me submit it. Why can I not submit it? Whatever. Okay. Well, can't get that. That's fine. But we do have everything now. Grab the rewards, regrettably, because it's going to make a gigantic mess. Dump it all in there. So now all we have to do is work on creating the automated Starforge. And man, we're getting really close. You need to fold the anvil at the bottom left. Oh, I do. No, but that's for MI. I don't have to hold the anvil. I didn't do MI. I did create. Which should allow you to choose one or the other, you know? what it's saying is I have to submit one of these, but it's not letting me. Items will be auto-detected. So what it's doing is it's filtering between these two things. Oh, I already have that one, so why don't I have it? So that one is 100%. Okay. So is it not that then? Is there something else I'm still missing? Philosopher's Fuel. I got the coal. I got that furnace. I got this furnace. We got the Insanite blocks. We got the Eclipse ember stuff. Oh, the line says it needs both? Why does it say it's 100% done? I don't know. All right. Well, we're going to call it there. That was a fun stream. We got a lot done. We have everything that we need for the star now. Starry Altar's next. And, oh, the green thing. I don't think you know what you just said. Those quad uranium rod things for modern industrialization will not be made. Absolutely not. But we're going to call it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. And we're going to probably get pretty close to finishing this up next episode. So y'all have a good one, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.